Welcome to the Funky Latina podcast, where community, culture, and music collide. I'm your host, Elisa, the Funky Latina. We'll discuss what I'm listening to, events you can't miss, and your new favorite Latin indie artists. Press play and let's get into it. What's up, everybody? I'm Elisa, the Funky Latina, and welcome to the Funky Latina podcast. I'm so excited to chat with you guys. Did you miss me? I know this episode's coming out a few days later than usual, but with good reason, and we're gonna get all into that during the Funky Latina report. So I hope you all are doing well. I know a lot is going on right now, and I just want you to know that the Funky Latina music community is here for you. I have some exciting updates to share, and I'm excited just to chat with you. So press play and let's get into it. Up, everybody. Welcome to the Funky Latina podcast. I'm so excited to chat with you. I have a lot to talk about today during the Funky Latina report. So press play and let's get into it. First up, I would not be me if I didn't talk about Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny just sold out a 30-day residency in Puerto Rico, and he did it quick. He had a couple of dates, and then he added more dates because those sold out so quickly. And oh my god, as a Bad Bunny fangirl, I am disappointed to say I did not purchase tickets to see him live in Puerto Rico, but that doesn't mean I ain't going. I am out here looking for sponsorships, looking for partnerships. Let's collaborate. Get me to Puerto Rico. Who doesn't want to see the Funky Latina in Puerto Rico, her homeland? That's part of my culture too. And see Bad Bunny, like, that is so legendary. This is going to be this is music history in the making. I'm so excited that he is going back to his homeland, showing it off, and welcoming people to join in respectfully, obviously. I just love that he's doing this, and something I'm taking away from this is that it's a reminder that you can always go home. You can always go back to where you're from, and when you're there, you get to embrace and love and remind yourself and remind other people why it is beautiful, why it's such a beautiful island. I also love that this album, De Tirar Más Fotos, is sparking conversation about gentrification, about tourism, and inspiring activism. Like, I truly think that we're going to be talking about this album over the next 4 years. I mean, 2 years, because midterm elections are coming up, but over the next 4 years, I think we're going to look back and this is going to be dubbed like a protest album, an album where people were inspired to stand up for themselves, stand up for their culture, and show it off. So shout out to Bad Bunny for just being such a revolutionary. I know I talk about him all the time. If you've seen my videos on TikTok, you already know. But again, if anybody needs a +1 for the Bad Bunny concert, any of the days in Puerto Rico, I'm your girl. I don't know about you, but it's been just one of them days. Just kidding. Thankfully, it's been great. It hasn't been one of them days. But I did get to go see an advanced screening of It's One of Them Days, starring Keke Palmer and Issa Rae, produced by my girl, Issa Rae. Okay, I need those three to just get together, and I need them to just start the girl group. Like, that is the girl group of my dreams. Them three would be absolutely unstoppable. I have been seeing a lot of, well, first of all, the movie is incredible. Love the movie. Please go see it with your bestie. I love that it is so modern, and it really shows off the most beautiful parts of LA. It shows off what friendship looks like, especially between women, like a positive depiction. Like, yeah, we go through our ups and downs, but we have each other's back. Like, we are amor amigas. We are besties forever. We are sisters. And so I love that it really shows that off, and it is just hilarious. Like, again, Keke Palmer steals the show. I love her down. She's definitely one of my favorite, not just actresses, but entertainers. So definitely check it out. Take your bestie to go see it. If you even just liked Insecure, you will definitely love this film. So if you haven't had a chance, go check out One of Them Days, and definitely follow Keke Palmer on Instagram, because seeing her on this press tour has been so freaking hilarious. She is so funny. She always has like a quick comeback or something funny to say, and I was living for one of her outfits because it was like this very dark brown chocolate like pleather tube top is dress, but she had like a choker on, and it just reminded me so much of Whitney Houston, and even some of her mannerism reminded me of her. So yeah, definitely check out One of Them Days. And if you are not following Keke Palmer on social media, do so immediately. Another film that I'm highly recommending, even though I haven't seen it yet, but I'm excited to see, is Selena y los Dinos will premiere at Sundance. And so if you're like me and you ain't got no ticket to Sundance, you can get a ticket to the virtual screenings. And so Selena y los Dinos will premiere on January 30th. Tickets are available now, so you can buy a virtual ticket. I think they start at like $30, which I know it's a little bit, but I will be seated for this movie. I'm excited to watch it because there's going to be never before scenes of Selena. And so I'm excited to see that because we've seen so much of her already. So I'm like, dang, what else is there that we've never seen? So very excited for that. I don't know how I'm going to get through the movie because I cry my eyes out whenever I watch Selena the film. And so I'm going to do my best to get through it. And I think one of the reasons like that movie makes me so emotional, if you know, you know, is because like I just think about her legacy and what could have been. Like she was about to release like an all English album, and I just think that like she would have really shook up and changed not just the music industry but the pop industry, and what we know as today as pop would probably be different, and we definitely see more Black and brown faces categorized and recognized as pop. So disappointed in that, but excited to see what the film will be about and how it portrays her life and her legacy. I know she's a big inspiration to so many fellow creatives and artists. She is a style icon of mine, so I am excited to check it out. If you're like me and you've been indoors, because I know I live in Arizona, but it has been a little chilly, I started watching a show on Hulu called Faces of Music. It is a partnership with Sephora, and it's featuring episodes on Chappell Roan, Victoria Monet, and Becky G. So far, I've been able to check out Victoria Monet's episode, and I love it, obviously, because she's that girl. But if you're unfamiliar with Victoria Monet, she's been in the music industry for years. She started as a dancer, and then she wrote probably some of your favorite songs, like for artists like Ariana Grande. And then after being so successful in songwriting, she decided to step into her own career as a musician and an artist and a singer. And so she's recently just won a Grammy for Best New Artist, and her career has been on the climb. But this show, Faces of Music, really depicts each of these women's style influence, especially when it comes to like glam and makeup and fashion. And so it's really cool to see what their cultural influences are, how makeup makes them feel. Each of them start with a fresh face and then they get into the glam. And it's cool because like if you're not familiar with makeup, like a lot of work goes into the face. And so it's really amazing that that part of the music industry is being highlighted. Like you get to meet each of their makeup artists and they talk a little bit about tips and tricks and just how, you know, makeup makes you feel. Like I love a good beat. I love when I get my makeup done. Like please do my makeup. It saves me so much time. And so yeah, I really love that both Becky G and Victoria Monet talked about their mothers actually being most of their culture and style and beauty influences. So that was really cool. There's a moment where Becky G talks about her family just being super integral in not just her style, but who she is as a person, and how like her family and her connection to her culture, being Mexicana, specifically being Chicana in LA, has influenced her style. And so Becky G has literally grown up in front of us, from singing to the shower to mayores, and she talks about all of those things. So if you are into history, especially when it comes to musicians, like check this out. It's really fun to watch. And I just love how both like Becky G and Victoria Monet talked about their moms. Like they were like, our moms were our first like supermodels. And I think like that's so relatable, especially in our culture. Like I know for me, like my mom was the first one that showed me how to use makeup, and so did my older cousins, like my primas. And so it's really cool how they tie in tradition, culture into the music and beauty lifestyle. So check it out. I really loved it. and they're like quick 30-25 minute episode. Finally, I know y'all didn't think I was gonna not talk about this. Like, oh my God, I have a major update. And it's part of the reason why this episode came out so late is because by the time you guys are hearing my beautiful voice, the 4th annual Funky Latina Music Festival lineup will be out and you'll be able to get tickets. So I'm super excited to announce that tickets are on sale for the 2025 4th annual Funky Latina Fest. And we have an amazing lineup. We're going to get into that a little bit later, but I want you to stop what you're doing. I want you to go to walterstudios.com, buy your tickets to the Funky Latina Fest, use code CONTIGO, CONTIGO, get $10 off your ticket for a limited time. It is time to get your tickets. The Funky Latina Festival is kicking off festival season. So I'm so excited. You are all invited and I can't wait to celebrate with you. So let's get into the Funky Latina Fest. I'm so excited. Let me know what you guys think of the lineup. We're going to talk a little bit more about that later. And then finally, we're going to wrap up with Song of the Week. So, I had to pick an artist from my lineup, and I decided to start with the headliner, Nico Rubio. The song is Feliz por Conocerte, and I love an upbeat song. This song, as soon as you turn it on, I swear that the beat gets into your body and just makes you smile. It is that upbeat and that fun. I think this song really shows off her beautiful voice and it brings me joy. So if you want to make somebody's day and make them happy, send this song to them. Share it with a friend. It's Nico Rubio, Feliz por Conocerte. All right, y'all. That concludes the Funky Latina Report. We'll be right back. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Funky Latina podcast. I'm your host, Elisa, the Funky Latina. Oh my God. Okay, so by the time y'all hear this, the 2025 Funky Latina Music Festival lineup will be out. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm excited and nervous, but more excited than anything. Oh my God. You would think by now, year 4, I know what I'm doing. And I do for the most part, but every year presents its own kinds of challenges. But those challenges are opportunity for growth, right? Or so they say. Whatever. So this episode is all about the Funky Latina Music Festival, the 4th annual 2025. And I want to make sure y'all have all the details because y'all are my people and I know I'm going to see you there. So before we get into the lineup, I want to get into some festival details. First of all, pull out your phone, your planner, your notebook, wherever you keep your dates, pull those out. Get a pen, maybe a pink highlighter, and go to the date, March 29th. Open it up, go to March 29th, maybe put a cute little heart or something, or a disco ball, whatever, do your cute little drawing. Saturday, March 29th, write down the Funky Latina Music Festival because that's where you'll be. Let your dates know, let your primas know, let all the homies know. March 29th, we're going to the Funky Latina Music Festival. Super excited because we're moving into a bigger venue. We're going to be at Walter Studios in downtown Phoenix. And guess what? They have a parking lot. So that's amazing because there is parking available. But I'm going to hook you up with a rideshare code. So don't worry about that. You can park, you can rideshare, whatever you need, the Funky Latina got you. So get ready for that. Again, Saturday, March 29th. Early entry is at 6:30. The doors are at 7 and the show starts at 8 and it will start on time. So please come prepared, come early. You do not want to miss any of the talent. It is going to be such a good show. Girl, how much does this show cost? Well, I promise you will not find a better deal anywhere else. General admission to see 7 different talents on the one stage is $25. So general admission includes obviously your admission and access to the festival and access to all the amazing activations that we're going to have. But if you buy your ticket today and you buy early, we're giving you $10 off. So like I said, use code CONTIGO to get $10 off your ticket. If you're feeling a little, ballin' and generous, you can upgrade your ticket to VIP. VIP tickets are $50 and that gets you early access to the festival and activation. So you get into the club, just kidding. You get into the festival early. You also get exclusive festival merch that is only available through your VIP ticket. And you also get an amazing VIP gift bag. Now, last year, the bags were incredible. We had like full-size products from Rizos Curls, Urban Decay, Mis Raíces Coffee Shop, had like coffee grounds. We had Vive Cosmetics. And so the gifts in the gift bag are amazing. They all come from mission-driven brands, from the large scale to small businesses. So that's a steal right there. Again, with code Contigo, you get $10 off. So quick shout out to 1AZ Credit Union. They are the presenting sponsor of the Funky Latina Music Festival. They're returning presenting sponsor. So love to have them back. They've been a great partner and I'm excited to grow this. So I've given you all the details about the festival. I want to see you there. But now I want to talk about the lineup because all right, so you have all the logistical details for the Funky Latina Festival. We're counting down the days. I can't wait to see all of you March 29th. Now, I want to get into the lineup. It is an absolute pleasure. Like, it is so much fun to curate the lineup because I can honestly say that every single band, every single DJ on the lineup, every artist on the lineup, I am a fangirl of them. I truly appreciate their music, and part of the reason they're on the lineup is because I want to share it with everyone. And so these are all up and coming artists that I think you're going to fall in love with. So make sure you get there early because from the opening act to the closing DJ, like everyone on the lineup is extremely talented and you don't want to miss it. Trust me, you do not want to miss this. And so let's get into the lineup. Our headliner is Nico Rubio. She's Salvadorian Mexican artist from California, and I've been following her, I feel like just right before the pandemic, maybe 2019. And I remember it was 2021. This is tea, so get into it. In 2021, I was following her on TikTok and Instagram, and she like posted to her Instagram story that like, hey, who wants to hear my music or new music? And me being the fangirl I am, I responded. I was like, I do. And I remember that she sent a link to one of her songs in a video for Amor. And I fell in love that moment forward, period, just fell in love. And then I started looking at her other music, and Amor was from her EP called Wish You Were Here. And that had me in my feelings. Like, it is super emo. Put on Saving Me and blast it in your car. I promise that you will leave a different person. There's like this line where it's like, oh my God, you're the only one I ever think about. Obviously, she sings it better than I do, but it's just like a really high energy, pump you up song. Or like, if you have a crush, maybe I'm boy crazy, but if you have a crush on someone, put that song on because it'll make your crush even worse. But from her music, I think to her style, to just the way she presents herself is amazing. And it's something that I really admire. And so I'm excited and proud to have her on the lineup. I really think like her voice is just like so enchanting. I promise. Go listen to her music. You're gonna love it. I also really love how she like intentionally collaborates, not just musically, like with fellow Latinx artists, but when it comes to like design of her outfits and her wardrobe and even like production, like everything is very intentional, and she's a serious artist, and and it just shows. It totally shows throughout everything that she creates. So if you are new to Nico Rubio, I recommend starting with her recent EP. It's called Mar y Tierra, and it has been described as ranchera chic, period. It's soulful, it's sexy, it's inspiring, and it just makes you feel really proud. And so definitely check her out and get ready to see her. This is going to be her Phoenix debut, her Arizona debut at the Funky Latina Fest. At the Funky Latina Fest, you're going to hear like so much diverse music. And the next band, Earringers, they are a bilingual band from East LA. And I would say they kind of sound like a little bit of the Strokes. And this sounds crazy, the B-52s, pero Latino. and a little emo, add some emo in there. Their music is very like bright and uplifting. I'm pretty sure I found them on TikTok, and I remember the first song I found and listened to them was called Friend Zone. Again, what's up with these love themes? I guess I'm a hopeful romantic, but it's ironic because it's a super upbeat song. It's high energy, but they're talking about being friend zoned, and I'm sure that's very relatable. Not for me, just kidding. Been there. But that's another story for another podcast. But this song goes, I leaned in for a kiss. You moved out the way I miss. We're just friends. You know me. Guess it wasn't meant to be. If you want to hear the full version, check Earringers out on Spotify. But that was actually one of my top songs on Spotify Wrapped, Friend Zone by Earringers. And yeah, so they're very alternative, rock, emo leaning band. And I'm excited because they played actually in Flagstaff before. They haven't played in Phoenix, but they're returning to Arizona for the Funky Latina Fest. So if you're curious, check them out. I think you will definitely find at least one song that you love. All right, so next on the lineup, we have hometown hero Diego Summers. And if you tuned into my last podcast, you heard all about him. Diego Summers is a Latin indie. I'd even describe his music pop leaning artist, and he is from Buckeye, Arizona. He's Mexican American. He's a bilingual artist, and I'd say majority of his music is very upbeat and super cute. Like, I love his music. He's been playing all around Phoenix, and I'm excited for him to grace the Funky Latina Music Festival stage. I just really believe in him. I really love his music, and I think that him and his band have a really bright future. So make sure you get your tickets to check him out, because I don't think you're going to be paying $25 to see Diego Summers for very long. Next on the lineup is DJ Audrey. And what's amazing about DJ Audrey, in addition to just being a badass and being a dear friend of mine, but also being from Phoenix and like being one of the few female DJs we have in town, is that she's played the Funky Latina Festival every year. It's, you know, she's a part of the festival, and, you know, it's a goal of mine to book her every year, to have her come back, because she plays incredible music. She always closes out the night, and we have an amazing dance session, from cumbia to reggaeton to funk to soul. Like, everybody is dancing at the end of the night, thanks to DJ Audrey. So you don't want to miss her. If you can't wait, you can definitely catch her around Phoenix. She's playing like weekly everywhere around Phoenix. I'll post some of her up and coming events on Instagram. Next is somebody who is also an incredible female DJ here in the Valley from Phoenix, is Asia Cruz. She's another friend of mine. Love her down. Thank you so much for being a part of the festival. And she has some super high energy sets, and I love seeing her play, but I also love being around the people that go to her sets, because everyone that goes to see her play all around the Valley, like, it's high energy. Everyone is excited. Her music does lean a little bit more electronic, but at my festival, she's playing cumbia, reggaeton. She's playing all the hits and blending them into like a super Latin fusion. So I'm so excited for the festival, if you couldn't tell, and very proud and very thankful for this incredible lineup. There's a little bit of everything on the lineup, and that ain't it. If you read the flyer, it said special guests. So we will be announcing some special guests very soon, and I'm just really proud. I can't believe it's year 4, and I think that the lineup is also a beautiful reflection of the Funky Latina music community, specifically here in Phoenix, specifically the Latinx community and those who are part of it. Like, we are beautiful, we are diverse, we are different, we come in different shades, we listen to different kinds of music. We are not a monolith. And at the Funky Latina Music Festival, that's where what we're celebrating. We're coming together for one night to celebrate our community, our culture, and that's something to be proud of. And I want you all to be a part of it. So I hope I see all of you at the Funky Latina Music Festival. Get your tickets ASAP, because I think we're going to sell it out this year. I'm so excited, and just thank you all so much for listening and being a part of the Funky Latina music community. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Funky Latina podcast. I think it's never too early to start planning your weekend. So this segment is Lookout Weekend. So going down this Saturday, January 25th, is a special event called Coffee and Connections. You can create your digital vision board with my girl, Creative Kayla, on Instagram. Make sure you follow her. That's going down from 10 to 3 at Dialogue Cafe, and it's taking place during Sidewalk Saturdays. So go to Dialogue Cafe, grab your coffee, create your vision board with Creatively Kayla, and do some local shopping. That'll be Saturday. Definitely going to try and check that out. After that, on Saturday, January 25th, head to the Phoenix Art Museum for Amplified. This is an all-day event. Music starts at noon. I believe it goes all the way until like 10 p.m. and it's really cool. It's a lineup of international and local artists. There's going to be live music. There's going to be immersive art. There's going to be food trucks. It's a beautiful day of music and art. So definitely check out Amplified on Saturday. And then Sunday, you guys are going to have a busy weekend. Sunday, you're going to want to stop by Barcoa for Soldi Sunday. It's presented by Lee and Friends. Working Class Cultura is going to be there. There's going to be music. There's going to be food. There's going to be drink specials. So pull up to that to round out your weekend. Next weekend, Barrister's Bar Battle. Now, this is a fundraiser benefiting local nonprofits for puppies. Y'all, who doesn't love puppies? I went to this event last year and it was so much fun to see all the cute little puppies. It's a benefits a local nonprofit, Almost There Rescue, for rescue animals. And it's going down Friday, January 31st at Walter Studios. I don't know if you're aware, but Black History Month is around the corner and it starts February 1st. A Taste of Melanin is hosting a silent disco at the ASU Art Museum. This is a free event. It is 18 plus, and there's going to be food truck, dancing, and it's kicking off Black History Month. So check it out. Make sure you follow A Taste of Melanin on Instagram because they actually have a ton of events throughout the month of February. And y'all, February is around the corner. Time is just flying by. And then lastly, y'all are going to get this reminder probably every episode. The Funky Latina Fest is March 29th at Walter Studios. Get your tickets now. I can't wait to see all of you there. Thank you so much for listening. Have a beautiful night, evening. I'll be sending you lots of bass, love, and funk.